Hi, I'm Anna and welcome back to my channel. So I feel like for me, books I have read fit into three categories. The ones I very strongly remember, these are the ones I either hated or I loved. Maybe they're just so horrible that I feel intense anger upon the book entering my thoughts. Or on the other hand, I absolutely loved it and I'm like raving about this book all the time to my friends and family. Then there are the second box, and those are the books that, maybe I didn't love, didn't hate, or I enjoyed, but they weren't exceptional, or I disliked but I didn't hate. But I remember, them semi well. I see the cover and I'm like, yeah, this was what it's about. Maybe I don't remember all the details, but then there are the books that I have read that I literally do not remember anything about them. And for some of these, I don't feel that bad about because, some of these maybe I gave 2 stars. They weren't that good. I don't care if I remember them. But some of these I gave 4 or 5 stars. And I'm like, I don't remember anything about this book. But today I'm going to be talking about the books that fit into that third category that I don't remember anything about. The first book I'm going to be talking about is The Line That Held Us by David Joy. So I know this is about a hunter. I looked this up. I do not remember this at all. I gave it 2 stars, which this is one of the ones I don't feel that bad about not remembering, but it's about this man who shoots somebody. He's out hunting. He mistakes the guy for a deer and shoots him, which really interesting premise. I did not like this book, but I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember anything. The second book is The People in the Trees by Hanya Yanagihara. It's Japanese, so I suck at Japanese pronunciation. But I don't remember anything about this book. I looked down at this and it says it's about this guy who is an anthropologist. He travels to this place to in search of a rumored lost tribe. I'm reading this right off of Goodreads. I do not remember this at all. And I didn't even read that long ago. I think it's been 3 years, 2 years or something. I should remember what this was about. But again, it's 2 stars, so I don't feel that bad about it. The next one is also 2 stars, and that is The Tangled Lands. And one of the authors is Tobias S. Buckle, which I can pronounce. But Paolo Bacigalupi? Oh my gosh, I am just going to be offending people right or left. I cannot pronounce. I believe he's an Italian author. I'm not sure. This is a fantasy, and I remember it's kind of short novellas, but besides that, I don't remember anything about this book. And it's about fantasy, dark world. I gave it 2 stars. I didn't like it that much, but I feel like I should remember more about it, but I don't. Now we're going to be getting to the ones that I feel bad, really bad about not remembering because I actually enjoyed them. So these are all the 3 stars and up that I don't remember anything about. The first one is The Revolution of Marina M. by Judith Fitch. So I read this book when it first came out. So it would have been in 2017, so maybe 4 years ago. And this is a whopper of a book. It is 800 pages and it tells the story of, I specifically remember it's about this Russian woman during the eve of revolution. And that's all I remember. This is an 800 page book. I'm pretty sure I should remember more than just the very beginning or the basic premise. And the worst thing is I remember enjoying this book. I don't know what were my criticisms about it or what I really enjoyed about it. I don't know anything. The next one is another one that I gave 3 stars, and this one is one that I might actually want to reread again because I feel like I want to actually remember this, and that is Roadside Picnic by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky. So these were 2 Soviet Russian authors, and this particular book came out in the 70s, and I read it. I'm reading the info on Goodreads and it doesn't sound familiar at all. There's this young man who tries to venture illegally into the zone to collect mysterious artifacts that the alien visitors left scattered around. So I assume it's survival. I don't know. I read this. I clearly enjoyed it because I gave it 3 stars. Don't remember anything about it. So yay for that. Now we're going to go to the 4 stars. The first one is The Arnifer Affair by Gregory Harris and is the first book of the Cullen Pendragon series. So this was a mystery series that was set in London during the Victorian era. I gave this 4 stars, so I must have enjoyed it, but I don't remember anything about it. Like, I don't even remember what year it was, anything about the mystery. And maybe this I have a better excuse for because I read so many mysteries, so it's kind of hard to remember all of them, especially like historical mysteries like these. I read quite a lot of them. So I'm not gonna be harsh on myself, but I feel like if I gave it 4 stars, and in fact, this has a really low average rating. This average rating on Goodreads is 3.35, which is crazy to me that I gave it 4 stars because usually I'm like lower than the average rating. But yeah, for this one, I enjoyed it and nobody else did, clearly. The next book is The Marvels by Brian Steisnick. This, again, 600 pages, came out in 2015. I read it in, like, again, 2017, something like that. I don't remember this at all. This is possibly a family saga, magical. So, you know, it starts in 1766. There's a London theater, brilliant actors, many stories. The modern day, this boy is trying to figure out the history of his family. I enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I must have liked it. I don't remember anything about it. The next one is The Time Roads by Beth Bernabich, which, what an unfortunate name to have. So this is a steampunk type novel, as the cover suggests. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. I don't remember anything about it. Apparently it's a tale about these fantasy world steampunk scientists who bend the laws of nature for man's benefit. So, and they strive to conquer the nature of time. That's their next goal. So it's about like time travel, maybe? I don't remember at all. The final book I'm going to be talking about, I feel probably the most bad. This book actually prompted me to make this video because I was going and looking back on Goodreads for books to fill out my tag that I was doing for last week's video, and I came across this one and I was like, I give this 5 stars. This is an average rating on Goodreads of 3.4 stars, which is very low, and I don't remember anything about it. So it's called The Dante Club by Matthew Pearl. It is the first book of the Dante Club. It is about a group of very famous individuals who solve murders. So it's set in Boston in 1865, and the main geniuses of the Dante Club are people that I recognize, like 3 out of 4 of these. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, poet. Dr. Oliver Wendell Holmes, he was a judge and author. James Russell Lowell, who I don't know, but he sounds familiar. And G.T. Fields, who was like massive publisher during the time. And so it's all about, there's murders in Cambridge and Harvard, and they're modeled on the descriptions of hell's punishments from Dante's Inferno. So yeah, it sounds cool. And I gave it 5 stars, which meant I really enjoyed it. But I don't remember anything about it, and I feel bad about that. Are there any books that you have read that you remember nothing about? I'm curious if this is just like a me thing or if a lot of people do this. And so next week I'm going to be doing a wrap-up of the books that I read this month, and then the week after that I have a longer video planned, so look out for that. And thank you so much for watching. I just realized that I have reached 100 subscribers, which is mind-boggling to me. I kind of want to do like a special for 100 subscribers, but I have no idea what to do. I'm not sure if I should do like a Q&A eventually. I'm going to save it to like next month because the next 2 weeks are booked for videos I want to do. So I'll worry about it in like 3 weeks, and then I will do like a special video. I will mention it at the end of my video in 2 weeks if I decide to do like a Q&A, or maybe I'll decide to do a like 20 personal facts about me that like you didn't know about before this, so you can like get to know me better. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but we will see. And I will see you all in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and I post every Saturday at 6 p.m. and I will see you next week.